Well, welcome to you all on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 3. I'm just making sure that I am up on Telegram too. And there we go. All righty. I have a membership group that you may have heard me talk about, but I'm filming that into Telegram for them so that they have that. So, welcome to Tools to Master Your Energy. I'm diving right in because there's a lot to cover in 30 minutes. Um, we've been on this we're on day 3 of 5 tools to create more time, more money with ease. And I'm teaching a lot of tools and questions to create a totally different reality and relationship with money and with your life and your business. I had somebody just ask me yesterday, is my upcoming class I'm going to talk about right now good for her if she doesn't have a business or an entrepreneur? And my big fat answer was yes, if you choose it, because this is not just about entrepreneurship and money. It's about money. It's about having more, receiving more, getting out of judgment of the money, I've been just teaching you like these dynamic tools of awareness over 3 days. We got 2 more to go. Um, and what are you being with money? What's your relationship been? What dance have you been doing with money? What avoiding of money have you been doing? Gosh, women do. I'm not going to put everybody into that, but women do stuff with money. We do stuff with money. We may require more clarity with what we're doing with our money. Vagueness. I spent a lot of time I'm a woman that's in recovery. You may know that. And I followed the energy of the call. So this was not planned to come out. I did a long training in Debtors Anonymous. I have visited every 12-step program because I love them, because I needed them, and they teach you tools. Okay, and Debtors Anonymous has been around for years, but what I learned in there is so much of what I've applied to my life today. Tools to create just a whole different, getting out of the vagueness of money. That's what a lot of us do. We're very vague about what's happening in our money world. We're very vague about this relationship. And then all the energetics and our belief systems and limitations all get like messed up in that. Okay, so why don't I just go right now and let me dive into the invitation, because I told you I'd be inviting you to something extra after this. Is a 6-week live course with me. And one of the main things that we're going to tap into, there's so many things, because those who show up for my classes will get exactly what they need, because it's an energetic transformational class. So you may not, like the girl who was asking, is this class for her, even if she's not an entrepreneur? And my answer, like I said, was yes. What are you doing with money? What can you be with money? We're going to clear and we're going to destroy and create the limitations around 4 common money blocks that you can't find yourself. You got to have someone help facilitate you out of that. We're also going to my favorite 10 keys to financial ease and freedom. And we will be practicing those continuously and becoming those for that 6-week period. And that's where being part of a class or a group is so cool, because then you have the accountability. You have the women in the group who are all creating the same thing. And there's other things that we're going to be doing in that. But 6 weeks, and it's ready to go. I will post it. It's only $247 for 6 weeks. How does it get any better than that? And you can pay 1 payment, 2 payments, or 3. And how does it get any better than that? So I'm excited. I'm excited for those who are really willing and ready to make the change in their money reality. I was going off in Debtors Anonymous. That's what I was talking about. One of the things we really did work in that area. Because I've had so many money, I've experienced so many fabulous money stories. Was getting out of the vagueness. And you can't create something else if you're not willing to know what it is that you're not willing to know. So, everywhere that you're not willing to know what it is that you know about your relationship with money, that if you were willing to know it, it would literally change your entire reality. And everything that doesn't allow that, would you just destroy it and uncreate it, let it melt away, let all of that unconsciousness go away. That's not quite how I do a clearing in my groups, but it's kind of like, and there we go. And then we become a new space, a new question. Okay, so that class is called "Can I Have the Money Now, Please?" And you'll recognize I've taught this class before, but it's literally being the energy of money. Can I have the money now, please? What the answer you're going to do? Okay, so let's step into tool number 3. I cannot tell you how much I have in front of me. Um, the post for tool number 3 today was every question creates a possibility. Every question creates a possibility. Now here's where I come in coaching, and that I've been getting for years from people. Hey Karen, hi. Karen's saying it's a great class. Come play again, Karen. Um, is questions. And we don't know how to ask questions. A lot of us were taught at a very young age. The school system is set up in a particular way that if you ask too many questions, they're going to tell you to stop asking questions. Follow all of that. I don't want to go into all the way that whole thing is set up, but it sets us up from when we're young, we have all these questions. We're curious. We wonder, that childlike enthusiasm, right? And then, depending on your story of growing up, that either got expanded or it got squashed, or you figured out how to answer what you needed without actually asking questions. Um, I gotta check the time, in my field of network marketing that I've shared with you guys of whatever, 23 years, whatever. I had a gal who actually has become very successful in Mary Kay. She was one of my offspring, and also was able to bless her with my organization when I left. One of the things that she always had the capacity to do, which I couldn't do, was she asked questions. She was constantly asking questions. And she asked questions from a space that I didn't understand. But I used to always say, just keep asking questions, keep asking questions. Some of us, I can speak for myself, I didn't ask questions. I just figured out how to do it because I didn't want to be wrong. Okay, so a lot of learning how to ask a question that doesn't have a conclusion and a point of view on it, a judgment or projection. A lot of questions for me were not being willing to ask the questions because I didn't want to be wrong. So I just figured it out on my own. And that's kind of hard way sometimes to make things happen. Did I? Yes. But was that ease? No. So if you can learn that now, you can have so much more expansion and ease. Some people just have space to be questioned. And that's about, are you willing to have a new relationship with money? Are you willing to become money? Are you willing to be the space of expansionness of money? Because the money is energy, energy is money, and we've made it all so solid and dense and 3D-ish with all these emotions and thoughts and feelings attached to it. But when you ask question, it's just like, oh, what else is that? So there are four sources to creation. And again, you'll learn more of this whether you work with me one-on-one or you go into this 6-week course. And the 4 sources to creation of anything is question, choice, possibility, and contribution. Okay? Question, choice, possibility, and contribution. And they all unfold. Okay? And then I have my 4 A's to success, to recovery is awareness, allowance, asking questions, and then what choice of action can I do? So if we're doing tool number 3 that says every question creates a possibility, is if you create a question, you get multiple choices. If you create a question again that doesn't have the I'm afraid to get it right, to get it wrong, it's going to be bad, it's going to, all that, all the judgment we've been talking about. Money's not about money. It's about, are you willing to receive? Are you willing to receive the judgment? Are you willing to ask a question and be judged by the question? Okay. So when you create a question, you get multiple choices. That is not an answer. It's choices. And if you make a choice, you get this world that actually creates new possibilities. And it shows you new possibilities. By asking a question, you get choices, which is what I would call awareness. And you're like, what am I aware of here? And you don't have an answer. It does not have an answer. The way that we're doing is questions. These questions they do not have an answer. What they do, it's a purpose to the question is to just get an awareness. And that awareness may pop up right away and you're like, bam, that's what I was looking for. That's it. Or you get to be willing to be the space of the question and go, wonder, curiosity, more questions. I wonder, just like I could go so many different directions on that as I shove this into 30 minutes. And the purpose of a question is to gain awareness. And most of us were not taught that. We were taught to ask a question and then to figure out the answer and then to figure out to make sure that in this reality of right and wrong, good and bad, that we make sure that we ask a question and we do the right thing. We do the right thing, something like that. Okay. Some of you may be posting and answering. I'm seeing it come up on my phone, but I'm not seeing it on my Facebook page. And sometimes it just does that. So I apologize. I'll answer afterwards. So the questions that you will learn are designed to give you awareness, not an answer. And that's what we're going to do in that 6 weeks. No matter what, if you don't choose the class, it's totally fine. You're walking away with a lot of new tools. And that, how does it get any better than that? And then we go to question, choice, possibility, and contribution. And then the choice starts with, which road do you want to go? What do you want to choose? And there are multiple choices. And each time you choose, it opens up another set of questions. So it's an art. It's mastering your energy. This is an art. This is a practice. Going to I call it the health, your energetic health. Going to the gym, showing up wherever you can to learn more practice and be in the tools. That's the gift of, that's the bottom line of recovery world, is that you got to keep doing the same stuff over and over again. You got to keep practicing the tools that we have learned. And if you don't, you often go away and you go back to, not go back, you don't go back, you are always creating forward. But when you're not practicing, I don't know what that is. That's practicing. That's practicing my choice tools, my question. You stop with the ease of creating what else is possible in front of you. Okay. So on the little picture, let me see what I've got. Like I said, so many things in front of me. It just says highly successful CEOs make the practice of asking questions. PRATIC. It's spelled wrong, practice, but that's okay. I have dyslexia, and that's one of my superpowers is, and I'm just at ease with that today, but it shows up all the time. Highly successful CEOs, which is you. If you own your own business, you are the CEO. If you don't own a business, guess what? You are the CEO of your life. Your life is your business is your life. How do you like that? They make a practice of asking questions. If you're in network marketing, or anything, it doesn't matter. Are you a talker or are you a listener? Slash, do you have questions that will create a new space and possibility for the people that you're working with? That's consciousness leadership. I love to work with women who are choosing consciousness leadership. It's a whole different practice, it's a whole different space. Um, and more of us are asking for that. So, ask questions. So here's some questions, and they're simple once you get them down. Okay. It's one of the, we've been talking about what else is possible here. What else is possible here? What else is possible? And see how I do that? I do this weird thing. It's like I become the question. Like, what else is possible here that I've never considered? What else is possible with this class? What else is possible for being a contribution in women's lives? Showing up every day that I can with me and my business to expand your awareness and expand your consciousness. Um, when it comes to money, you ask open ended possibility questions. There's one here. Will this make me money? If I choose this, will it make me money? If it feels heavy, it's a lie. If it feels light, it's true. We'll talk more about that tool and how to use it in every area of your life. Many of you know some of these tools, all of these tools, or you're not from working with me slash access consciousness tools, along with a lot of recovery tools in there. Will this make me money? This is my greatest one, especially. I'm going to just throw it out there. Like, if you're thinking about the 6 week invitation, the question is, and this is it, if I choose this, will it create something? If I choose this 6 week course, will it choose something? Will it create something for me? You will immediately get an awareness. Then right after that, you will get all the reasons why you can't. Okay? I just want you to stop so that we can process this. If I choose this, will it create something greater for me? Question one. If I don't choose this, will it create something greater for me? And then you be with the energy of the awareness. If I choose this, what will it create for me? And the reason we say 5 years is because we can't see and project out 5 years. If I said, if you chose this, would it create something for you in 6 months? We then go into judgment. It's like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, this will. I'm asking you to be a space of expansive possibilities of and this is everything. If I choose this, what will it create? What will my life be like in 5 years? If I choose this, if I don't choose this, what will my life be like in 5 years? So I do that with everything. Alrighty. And then you get this awareness, and then you get to be the energy. It's not doing, what do I need to do here? It's about the practice of becoming self-mastery, consciousness with yourself of like, yeah, that's light. I'm going to choose that. Or it's heavy. Okay, cool. What about it is heavy? Well, I don't have money. I mean, that's always our number. This is the funky, wonky thing we do about money. It ain't never about the money. Um, I understand that you may not have the money. I understand that. But I understand the flow of if you're willing to find the money, if you're willing to pull the money into your world, you're willing to get the money, then it's never about the money. But I was not planning on going here. I don't know why I'm doing this. But we use money as our first boundary so that we have space to choose it or not. It's always our number one. So if you're in sales, just be aware, in allowance, ask questions, and choose the next action. If someone says, oh, I would like to do that, but I don't have the money. That's kind of a sales call here too when I work with business women. It's like, that is not a no. That's a like, walls up. The person's trying to figure out everything. It's like, yeah, when I've shared that last class, my coaching class that I have just come out of, which was $16,000 for the year. I asked, if I choose this, will it create something greater? And it was an instant yes, yes. And I knew that I wanted more and more. And if I wasn't willing to do more, I was going to remain in the same place. So it doesn't matter what the number was and the number there, but I just asked, if I choose this, if I don't choose this, what will my life be like in 5 years? I was aware that if I didn't choose it, yes, something may have else appeared. I'm not saying that, but in that moment, I was asking for the change and that showed up. So I got to ask, if I choose this, will it create it? And yes, 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 and all of the yes. So these are questions, okay? And so, okay, let me bring it down. I got really excited about all that. Asking questions creates the possibilities. The source for creation in your life is question, choice, possibility, and contribution. And we're not going to go into all that today, but that's the flow. Okay, if I choose this, oh, we were doing the heavier light. If I don't choose this, if I choose this, and you get this energy of like heavy, that doesn't mean it's immediate no. Some people misunderstand that question. Is it heavy or light? And they immediately go to, it's heavy, I'm not going to choose it. That means that you get to ask more questions. Is it heavy because you've put up the barrier that you don't have the money? Okay. I've learned over the years, women can find money for anything. We can find money for anything. We can find money for anything if we're willing to choose it. Okay. So that's why I was saying, I know that some of us don't have money. I get all of that. So, but then if it's like, oh, I don't have the money, can you be willing? Would you be willing to just keep asking questions? This is in your business. If there's that thing and you're like, oh, but I can't, that's a projection. That's a decision. There's no question. There's no possibility in that. It's like, okay, I'm aware that that money's not there. What else is possible? What can I do? I'll share this. 6 years ago, I've taken so many money courses and stuff, and been coached by the wealthiest women in the world, really, through Mary Kay Cosmetics, some of the highest paid women in the world, and everything that was. I'm just going to clear that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all day shorts, but I don't know what that was, where I was going with that. I just brought up all that energy of that, and I was like, where are you going with that? So I'm just going to barriers down on that really quick and try and figure out what I was trying to get at. Asking people the question. I want to come back to that. I literally just got hit with some energy that was like, we're not going to go there. Why are you going there? So I'm going to ask a question. What am I aware of right now? I'm aware of pulling myself back in, staying on focus. I really like this. I like the question and possibilities, because I didn't, oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Was 5 or 6 years ago, I was invited to, again, I was asking for change. This girl popped in, it's like magic mysteries. Whenever I ask for things, they always show up. It's just if you're willing or not to acknowledge that it just showed up. And it was an energetic money course, mastering your energy with money, your energetics. And I think it was like $199. And I didn't have it. I didn't have it. And I wanted it so bad. I can remember I just divorced, the two boys. I rented a condo there was just a whole hot mess happening. And that extra money was not anywhere I could even find it. But I wanted it so bad. And I sold things. I sold some things. I'd never done that before, like that little app. I have sold some stuff and I made the money, and I went to that freaking class. And then I went to the next freaking class she had in Colorado, and then I found all of these tools. So had I not chose that to keep asking questions, I didn't really know the power of that. I just knew, what's it going to take? So, distraction off of that. So back to, I'm sorry if there's people watching and you're commenting with me, but I'm just not seeing it. Okay, so would you be willing, here's a powerful question. Would you be willing to change the energy Would you be willing to change the energy of every judgment or conclusion you have put in place and allow the infinite possibilities to show up for you in your business and your money? Okay. Would you be willing, yes, to change the energy, yes, of every judgment or conclusion you have put in place into the 3D dimension to make sure it fits into your form, your structure, your significance, your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions, your shame, your regret, your fear. And there's just this whole thing of energy we do. And up level to a different vibration, which is what we will be doing in 6 weeks, is up leveling the awareness of our energetic. Oh, offer up. That just came up on my phone. That's where I did. So funny. The phone hears us. It just clipped a little message on my phone, offer up. And that's where I sold the stuff to go to that money class. That is fascinating. So, would you be willing to change the energy of every judgment and every conclusion you have put in place and allow the infinite possibilities by the source of creation, choice, possibility, asking question to show up for you, your money flows, and your business? That's a humongous question. And everything that doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it, barriers down, and what energy, space, and consciousness can I be now to be all of that, to be choice, creation, possibilities, and contribution? Okay, so when you ask a question, you invite awareness to show up. Okay, I think I mentioned that. And as we get ready to, again, in these 30 minutes, if your head is pinging with me, it's a lot. I have given you my point of view so much in the last 3 days, if you've been willing to show it, to really start to ask yourself new questions, to have new awarenesses. And each conversation probably flows in, I don't know, 30 different new points of view for you to look at, or thoughts and a different perspective. So if you can grab a couple out of them, that would be great. And so thank you for showing up for these. And then I'm going to end on this, because this is something we're going to do in Can I Have the Money Now 6-week course, is learning, understanding, perceiving how you see money coming into your world. This was a mind blower for me. And we can't do it here. We have to do it in the class. But really breaking down becoming money. How does money come to you? Do you see it coming to you from the front, from the back, from the sides, from up above and below? Each of those different directions of receiving. Remember I said I talk with my hands? I talk with my hands. How you perceive and see money coming to you is a huge awareness / a huge awareness to where your limitations and blocks are as well. So that'll probably be one of the things we will first, I think probably start with that, is really getting clear on where are your money flows coming from? Where are they coming from? The ultimate is to be eventually the space of it's coming in everywhere. It's coming in, it's going out, it's going out. I'm pulling money in, learning how to do money pulls. Am I available? All of that. I mean, that's having a new relationship with money. Because I suspect your relationship with money right now does not have that fun, that ease, that lightness to it, that possibilities, and what else is possible? And it can. But we have to also clear all of what it is that you are and how you're functioning to what you can be, to that next version of you with total ease and abundance and cash. Can I have the cash now, please? Do you know there's a difference between asking that, can I have the money now, please, and can I have the cash now, please? Do you know that's a totally different request of the universe? Exciting. All righty, we hit it to 29 minutes, and I love your feedback. There will be a bonus call on Monday. I'm saying that for everybody who's attended, and that'll be a special Zoom call. For who have been listening and watching, I'll get a Zoom link out and we'll join together and do some actual clearings. Okay? That's it. Bam, 30 minutes. I wonder how much ease you can be with asking questions from a whole different reality. Alrighty? And I wonder what is available for you to ask the question if I choose the 6-week course live with me for $247 only. I wonder what that would create. So, peace out. All right, ladies, have a great one. Bye. Bye on Telegram.